posting of pictures and people's personal information to pretty much cause them harm, to have them feel insecure. It's the sex assaults that people actually put out there. There are physical assaults, and there are mental assaults and emotional assaults. And what I like to remind individuals that any aggressive behavior towards anyone that is unwanted and unwarranted, and an individual asks you to stop. Let's stop there. Stop.
And they should be respecting that.
Respecting that and respecting yourself, because when you're able to respect another person, you're able to respect yourself. Right. And the way that you're able to show that respect is that you know that you have a gift, and you know you're uniquely made and that you matter, and then you also acknowledge that the next person beside you matters as well.
Right.
You know? And we lose that sometimes. Bullying is a behavior that underestimates the lives and legacy of you. I'm sure when they was bullying me, and I'm sure when they was bullying you, they didn't understand who you're going to become later on. I didn't know.
Right, because I'm popping. I can't pop. All right, let me tell you, all those people who felt like they wanted to say whatever to me, look at me now. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, but I've been through some things, okay?
And you know what? No. I applaud you and I salute you, because a lot of times we do not take the time to say, I'm okay, and I'm okay with me, and there's nothing wrong with me, and I'm amazing, and I'm blessed, and I'm strong, and I matter.
Join us every Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Skylyne Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco. Strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey. Hello. Thank you for everyone that is tuning in. My name is T, the Busy Bee.
I'm your boy, Skylyne Mark.
And this is Skylyne Radio Show. Don't ask what just happened, because I think we just had a moment. I don't know. But guess what? It's my birthday. Okay, no, but for real, my birthday's on Saturday. But my initial birthday celebration, it kind of started on like Sunday. You know, you got to celebrate all week. And then the big finale is on Saturday. Well, it's actually Friday. Yeah.
She been living it up.
I have. I've been living.
Truly.
I went to the Redskins game.
She had a blast. She ain't like the outcome of the game. I tried to tell her. It's about to be a Mac attack in D.C.
But thank you, Mark, for taking me.
Yeah.
That's lit. How was your week, Mark? How's your week?
My week has been great. It's been very productive. I was kind of looking forward to not having a guest per se today. Someone stops by. If they don't, they don't. But I think we needed to have that moment. You know, like we like to have a moment to where we don't have a guest so we can talk about anything and everything.
Yes, because we have a whole lot to talk about, okay? We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about these flowers. These flowers are so pretty. And this cake. It's like, no, we're not about to talk about that. But we are going to talk about, you know, this orange man and this impeachment speak that's happening right now. Hi, Fawn. Fawn just tuned in.
What's up, Fawn?
Shouts out to you.
Fawn the
Thank
skate lady.
you, Fawn the Skater. I appreciate it. What else are we gonna talk? We're gonna talk about a lot. A lot. We're definitely about to talk about a lot.
Let's see. Where you want to start?
Where we want to start? Can we start with this Bears and Redskins game?
Yeah, we sure can.
We'll start there because
Let's go Bears. I was loud too.
So about this game. So we had a struggle at the gate. We fixed that struggle.
It was-
And then we get to our seats and they were the worst seats.
They what?
I said they were the worst seats.
Don't act like that.
No, the ones that we chose were better than where we were supposed to be sitting.
Oh yeah. When we initially planned on going, oh yeah, our seats would have been horrible. But we decided last minute, you know what? Yes, we are going to this game. It's your birthday
Thank
week.
you, Avion.
Let's get it. And we were in club seats. We had dynamite view of the field. We could see. We were so close to the field, you could see the names of each player. I'm so glad I wore my glasses because I wouldn't have seen Jack. Because you know I'm about as blind as an owl. But we had a great time. We turned up. Shout out to Crystal. Shout out to Meredith. Shout out to Ty. They showed us a good time with the tailgating. The hospitality was I'm not gonna say unreal because it's all about the individual. We met Meredith and Ty on the way to the tailgate party, and man, when I say they showed us mad love.
On the way to the tailgate party, they were just
She-
like, yeah, come party with us.
She Meredith slowed up and was like, I really like that jersey. And I was like, I like that jersey. She went to pull off. I was like, since we like each other jerseys, we're Bear fans, can we get a ride? She stopped and was like, where are y'all going? Wherever you park. So we got there. She introduced us to Ty, and they were grilling. They had the drinks flowing. I drank some things I don't think I've ever drinking. Between, I don't even remember what type of beer it was. It wasn't Heineken or Corona. It wasn't a bad beer though. And some type of Jamaica Me Crazy.
Jamaica me
that's,
crazy. Those the Seagrams.
Man, it was good.
Yep.
I wanted another one, but I couldn't.
You had to stay awake. See, the thing is about tailgates is that you always stay awake with them because they
There's so
don't
much
like
going
there's so much going on and they don't really bring like heavy liquor. Everything that they bring is like really light.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go tailgating because I had things to do before the show. Before we went. But I did get to go, and interception after interception after loss.
You had a good time though.
I had a very good time. I got to drink as much as I wanted to, which was cool. And I just did not like the fact that, the Redskins were doing so much damage to themselves. Like, we was 28-0 at second time. At second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then like two of those passes were off of picks right at the right there, like right in the end zone. Like, what are you doing, Sway?
Monsters of the Midway, yo.
I do definitely commend the Bears, though. I definitely will commend them because they put up a good fight. But one thing I can say about my Redskins, even though like I'm like this close from being like I need a new team.
Come jump on this L train, shorty.
Nah, but even though I'm this close, they always know how to put points on the board. That's the most important part. If you're gonna lose, you gotta at least put some points on the board. And I feel like they have that conversation in the locker room. Mm-hmm. Like, all right, guys, so it don't look like we're going to win.
Gotta get something on the board.
So look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do as much defense so they don't get any more points. And we're going to just put points on the board. We're going to at least try to get as close to them as possible. All right? That's the game plan. And what happened? It ended up being 31-15. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. If y'all don't believe me, Oh well, I truly believe that was the
Sounds good.
conversation they had.
It sounds
They
good.
still took an ugly L. And then on fantasy, I've never taken so many L's in 1 week. You know what? I'll take that back. I have. Fantasy, man, I tore fantasy up. I think I could have won. I could have won, but I didn't know that Singletary, I think that's the way you say it. He was injured, and I didn't realize it. And my thing kept asking me to optimize and change him out, and I was like, nah, let him play. Inactive. L. Like, so I guess I'll share this with you guys as well. With me playing fantasy, I will let y'all keep up with everything that I'm doing with fantasy, okay? So this is week 3. I don't even want to tell you what my record is 1-2. It's fine. You don't have to do fantasy. You know what people to choose. So if I ask you a person, you gotta pull them. You gotta tell me if it's a good pull or not.
I don't know. Talk to Mikey.
All right, that's fine. You got resources. That's all that matters.
Mikey, Vinny, what's
Someone's
up,
trying to-
fellas? Help out to the Busy Bee. Mikey has fantasy draft parties.
Oh yeah, I believe it. Fantasy is fun. Like, I can't wait. I hope this week it looks like I'm going to take a very big win. Russell Wilson had 41 points in fantasy.
Who has 41 points for fantasy?
Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay. Mark Ingram had about 32, I think.
I believe it.
Yeah, Mark Ingram.
Yeah, they was killing it last week. It was a nice little
running
game.
back for the Ravens. Yeah.
I know who Mark Ingram is. He's a friend of a friend. Let me say that.
Yeah. Did you draft him?
No, someone got him before I could.
Oh.
I got Gurley though, and Kels, and Lindsey,
You got Todd Gurley.
and Packers.
You got the
Yeah.
Packers defense.
I got a nice little team, except for
Okay.
I got Jackson on my team. Shouts out to the Ravens.
Lamar? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, see, I got 6 teams. I couldn't tell you who was on my team.
Oh, see, that's a lot of teams. That's a lot of time.
I can tell you this. I can tell you the starting quarterbacks.
That's a lot of time on your teams. Who are your starting quarterbacks?
On one team is Cam and Baker Mayfield. One team is Lamar and Jimmy Garoppolo from the 49ers.
Yeah.
Next team was Drew Brees. No, it was Drew Brees and Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry. It was, I know I have Deshaun Watson and Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Mitch. I got Mitch.
The Bears.
The Bears. Shoot, who else?
Let's go Bears.
If he says this one more time, y'all. And the most disappointing part about the game had to be when I could barely where I was, like the TV was right there, but I wasn't really paying attention.
Right.
So when I was looking, like the thing, like it moved, and then I missed something.
Oh, yeah.
And then every time I missed something, everyone stood up, so I couldn't see anything.
See, you should have stood. Were you sitting on the Bears side or were you sitting on the...
On the Bears
Bears
side.
Oh, you were on the Bears
And I was on the Bears side.
that reminds
What I want to sit on the Redskins side for?
I don't know. But that reminds me, I got tickets a couple years back to see the Ravens play the Bengals. And the guy who we got the tickets from were one of the medical team of the Bengals. So he got us tickets on the Bengals side of the stadium. Now, I'm the only person with a Ravens jersey, jacket, and everything. Sea full of orange and black. Who talked?
Still had a good time.
Who talked the most smack?
You did.
Of course.
That's
you
right.
At my house.
That's right.
I don't care where you come from. You
Nope.
talking about who that? I'm like, yeah. Who's that? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
It's all about fun.
It's all about fun. Until the fight started. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
There was a fight in front of you?
Oh man, we were all the way up in the nosebleeds. And in
no.
Raven Stadium there's no bad seats.
Yeah.
Really, you can actually see everything. But we up in the nosebleed. I mean, up on the top. When I say up on the top, I can look over and I can see 95. That's how far we were. We, my friend and I and his son, who was 2 years old at the time, were already going down the bleachers. Turned the corner. By the time we had turned the corner and got down to the down the ramp, I heard, and I'm like, let me go see what the hell's going on.
Heck.
Before I could go back
Come on,
up the
producer.
ramp, it was like 7, 8 people fighting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And all
They go
of them-
hard for their teams.
And all of them were Cincinnati.
I heard Philly's the worst.
Oh yeah, Philly.
Philly's the worst, but yes, Philly is
I
the
heard
worst.
you can't
Philly
even wear
can be
your
bad.
jersey up there.
My most epic football fights that I've seen were in between Eagles and Redskins fans and Cowboys and Redskins fans.
Well, you know what's embarrassing is that I actually posted a picture of Pittsburgh Steelers fans fighting, and the next day somebody sent me a picture on Facebook of Baltimore Ravens fans fighting.
Ooh,
They were fighting each other.
That's retarded.
They were
Yeah.
fighting each other. See?
They were fighting each other. But I guess it's time for a break now.
Yep, it's about that time.
It's
All
about
right, guys, we got to pay some of these bills. We'll be back in a couple messages. Make sure you all tune in every Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And we will be back like we never left in a little bit. See you soon.
BigExposedRadio.com.
.com.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show.
Any trouble, because I get into any trouble, but I had a problem that this then became a discussion at that workplace environment. Now, the discussion was I should have been more sensitive. In what way was my first response? And I guess when I had to meet with that said person who had the issue with the person who was said leader of that organization,
Okay.
I said, well, to that person, how would I have known that? Well, you should have asked.
I think so. You want my opinion?
It was a circle, and I was willing to go on that merry-go-round.
You are better than most.
Yeah.
I think that's normal when you're in a group and there's norming. Most of the time when you're in new work environments or you're in a space where you're getting to know people, it's normal now to ask for people's preferred pronouns. You wouldn't have known
Normal
that.
to who? What is normal?
Well, you work in social. You
But I
work in
don't feel
social
the need
innovation
to give
and
my pronouns, so it's not normal to me.
You don't, but I think because I feel like the person was probably offended because they felt like you were not honoring whoever they are, right? But you wouldn't have known
still to
that.
this moment, I don't know what their pronouns are. So in that
They didn't offer it?
circle, we still don't know. So I'll go as far as saying I perceived it to be a she.
Perceive them to be a she.
Them.
Yeah.
Her, him, they,
them. It seems like they, them would be the easiest one on this one.
Join us every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. for the Artist Exchange radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whatever happened to the times when we cared for one another? We shared the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important for shiny things. I can't allow this blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? We didn't come this far just to fall right back. I'm from. Don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we've won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No. stuff like that. Stop all that blasphemy. We didn't come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending, not to mention all of our ignorance is their permission to. I know you like to turn up like that. With a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the guide in you stays where it's at. You're the rising sun of a new day begun. Grind on till victory's won. I pray you do your thing till earth and heaven ring. Just don't forget where you come from.
Let me talk to him. Oh, you ain't heard it before? That spirit you take for granted is the God of your soul. It's a price that you owe. It can never be owned. So for this valued dollar, it can never be sold. We were kings and queens in the motherland. Problem is we shouldn't have spared the rod or the father's hand. Yo, where the fathers at? Kids raising kids. So basically they never really raised but more assisted. Thrown to the system for criminal definition.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
You're like an internal bleeder. Can't see your pain, but it can silently kill ya. So deeply wounded, but don't say.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we're back.
Yes, and we are back. We are back. We are back. Thank you guys for tuning in. And once again. All right, so it's just us two today. For everyone that doesn't know, it's just us two.
So we got a lot to talk about, and we got a lot to cover, and we got a lot to discuss. And where do you want to start?
So
you still want to talk about the Bears game?
I mean, is there more that we could talk about the Bears game? I mean, I
don't know. You tell me.
So 8:27, right?
They won that, so.
So 8:27, right?
Keep on going.
Okay.
Because we got
Hey. All right, we gonna keep it going. All right, so there's a couple things that we can talk about. We could talk about Tanashi 6ix9ine. He snitched on Treyway and other people who were Bloods. I honestly don't believe half the stuff he said out his mouth. He looks like a clown.
Wow.
So like all of it. So where do you want to start? Oh, by the way, for those who are tuning in and there's a third voice in the background, that is our producer. He's halfway on the show for us today. He said, hey guys, you see. So yes,
Sorry,
make sure, you know, you don't think you're going crazy or anything. It's really someone else in here.
And Mark's not throwing his voice.
What?
I said Mark's not throwing his voice.
Right.
You know.
I mean, I can.
I know.
Let's go Bears.
I got so tired of having to hear that. Oh my God.
From
And I was sitting
everyone.
on the Bears side. There was no way of me getting away. Like, there was only like this many Redskins fan on that side.
Oh man.
anyways.
She had fun though.
I bet you did.
I did. I really did enjoy myself. And it was the first Redskins game. And it was crazy because a lot of people that I knew was there too.
This was your first Redskins?
Yeah. So, yes and no.
Okay.
So, any of the Redskins game that I went to, when I went, I was actually working the Redskins games. I was working at FedEx Field.
Oh, okay.
So, and I did that when I was in high school, and I did that.
So you did the concession stands.
Yeah. And I did that a couple years ago too. So this is my first actual Redskins game without working.
Walking around saying sodas and
buying.
Yeah, no, I ain't never have to walk around. I was the one behind the counter. You want some beer? Here you go. You want a hot dog? Here you go.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the yelling and the moving and the.
Did you give him your smile and everything like that?
I used to rack up on tips. Let me tell you, it was nothing but a pretty face and a smile.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
They was drunk.
Yeah. Most of the time.
The white boy drunk. White girl wasted.
One day, me and my sister used to sit right next to each other on purpose. We made like $40 in tips. And that might not sound like a lot to other people, but just both of us just standing there like $40 in tips.
That's a lot considering. Because some people are cheap as hell. Mm-hmm. They'll get their drinks, they'll get their sodas, they get all the rest of the stuff, and don't even say thank you, and gone.
Right, but I understand that stuff's expensive.
And if I'm just getting a drink, like liquor, no, I'm gonna tip you. If I'm getting a beer, I'm gonna tip you. If I'm getting food and soda, I'm not tipping you.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know.
I mean, if you're supposed to, then I can, but
it depends
I don't
on
know
the
you're
person.
supposed to.
It depends on the person.
Drinks and beer, yeah.
Yeah, you know, sometimes if I
Gotta
go
tip
out,
your bartender.
if I go out, like say for instance, if I go out to a bar or something like that, and we get drinks, I make sure I tip the bartender.
Oh yeah, got to.
You know, and even if I'm going to like a restaurant or something like that, and
You gotta tip your service.
I tip the server.
But like going to a football game, baseball game, basketball, hockey, whatever the case may be, if I'm just going and getting food and drinks, that's like going to fast food, not that I eat there. But that's like going to McDonald's, Chick-fil-A or whatever.
Well, they do have tip cups.
Okay, your total is $16.98. Oh, keep change. That's for you. That's your tip. I'm not doing that.
Well, I mean, it's your option. It's your right to. You know, you have a right to tip or not tip.
Right.
That's
But
your
like you said,
opinion.
like a restaurant or something like that, or a bar.
Well,
I'm tipping.
You know, if they have the tip cup up there, then I might throw, a buck or two in there.
Y'all want to know my tipping abilities?
They they're applying service.
Right.
They're actually waiting on me, getting me the hot dogs, getting, all the rest of that stuff. So, a buck, two. If they got a tip cup or a tip bucket right there, yeah, because I know how it is working in food service.
Right.
That's your, you get paid, but, you look for those tips too. Because they add on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is your technique, my dear?
She's a girl.
It's the smile.
No,
Smile.
actually,
How you smile.
so being
You
on
smell
both
fine.
sides.
Okay.
Just speaking on being on both sides. Me only working concessions, getting that money, it was just me smiling. That was cool. It was easy.
Right.
But when it comes to me tipping, sometimes I don't have the money to tip. I must say that out in real life,
Yeah.
But the other thing is, sometimes it depends on how good the service is. Like that one time when we went to Cheesecake Factory, remember they blew us and I didn't tip the person.
Right.
Because she blew me because she like kept disappearing. But
Service
we had
was retarded.
it was just really bad service.
For no reason.
For no reason.
They weren't busy.
Right.
Like it was just
It
really
was-
bad
it was
service, so
kinda
I didn't
like,
tip
look,
her.
I don't want to be here. I'm just gonna wait on them. Go over here. if
That
they
was
need a
the
drink,
whole-
I'll get it and go over there. But
Exactly.
it wasn't like
Right.
they check on you to see, hi, how are you doing? Is your service good? Is your food good?
Can I get water?
Can I get some
You want water?
Right.
Yeah.
It was really hectic though, but at least, you know, I've learned like tipping does come in handy. Sometimes it does. Now you want to know who gets tipped all the time?
Ooh.
My hairstylist.
Well, of course. Of course. Because even if I go to the barber shop, which I cut my own hair now, but if I go to a barber shop and my barber, if he does a really good job,
Service good.
I definitely was that me?
No, that was me.
Oh, sound like you. I tip him. You know. Hey, he put the straight razor to the head and all the rest of that stuff.
Oh no, you are not putting over. I do my own head.
Really?
Ain't nobody touching me with a blade.
I do mine too. But when I first started getting my head shaved, he put a straight razor to it to get the edges off, so it wouldn't grow back as fast because it was just, you know, I just started getting it bald.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a science to baldness?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You gonna really ask that?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? I've never. So one thing that I haven't done sometimes that I do, but I don't do, is actually dive into a man's world in that way. I've never. I just see people who are there, and then I see them with hair, and then I see them bald, and I'm like, you went bald, and then now they're shaving their hair like every other day. So
she
it's
gonna
like,
say she just now stepping
how does
into the
that
man. Let me cut this off. She be like, grow that.
First off, beards and
I saw you
hair
with that beard.
are two different things. It's
But let me
it's
cut
two
it off.
different
She be
things.
like, grow back.
I mean, you
But
know,
I don't know what it, like the process of going bald. I don't know it. I've never known it.
well, it
like,
usually comes from the mother's side of the family. I found that out. So male pattern baldness. If you're actually going bald, gentlemen out there, blame your mama, not your
Blame your
daddy.
mama.
Blame your mama, because they actually say it, you know, it stems from the
Okay.
female side of the family. Now,
Thanks, Mom. Love
thanks,
you.
Mom. Still love you.
I was about to say something, but it's okay. I'll ask you when we get off air.
Ooh. Juicy conversation.
No, it was just in the moment, and I had to figure it out. It's not at all.
Okay.
It was in the moment I had to figure out because he said thanks, Mom, and I had a thought like but I'll wait because you know.
Okay.
So okay, of course it comes from the mom. So when you decide to go bald, what are your thoughts? Like,
Well, it was like, go ahead and do it. You know, I mean, I went from, because I started really, I think I shaved my head when I was like, the first time I shaved my head, I was like maybe 33. And it was like, go ahead, take the plunge, man. You know, you're losing it anyway. You know, I went.
you started balding in the middle?
Yeah, I mean, I had at 25, I had a high top, and you know, people kept saying it looked like, you know, somebody dropped a quarter in your head, and
Oh wow.
because it started off like
It was
quarter
little.
size. So when it started thinning some more, I just totally cut it down to a short fade. And then after that, it was starting to fade more at the top than it was at the sides. So I said, you know what, just go ahead and shave it off.
What was your reason of going bald, Mark?
I got tired of hair.
Yeah, pretty much.
I started cutting my hair
You got
off.
bald? I mean, did you go bald or you just shaved your head?
I started with the closest clipper I could get.
Right, the number ones.
And I just shaved it all off.
Yeah.
And I did that for I guess maybe about 3 years. And I finally said, you know what? I got to go to the next level. Because I want a bald head, not a shadow head.
Right.
And I've been bald since.
There's a shadow head? There's such thing as a shadow head?
Yeah, yeah. The shadow head is like when it starts growing back. Like
See this? See this?
on the side.
See this? That's a shadow.
Yeah.
Oh.
All this around my face.
Yo, look at me. I'm learning so much.
All this around my face, even though you really can't see it, that's a shadow.
You recently just cut it all off.
Yeah, Friday.
No.
No.
You could have kept that to yourself. A
You
couple
said you didn't
cuss
know what a
words,
shadow
cuss
was.
words. Okay, but you could have kept that to yourself. I figured out what a shadow was between your mustache and his conversation. You didn't have to come over here that way. You could have stayed right where you was at.
Look.
You could have stayed right where you was at.
Let's turn this on.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Hey.
No,
Yeah,
God's my birthday is Saturday. My birthday
She
is
got all
Saturday.
kind of parties coming up.
Yes, I'm partying from Thursday to Saturday. I'm going to sleep on Sunday, though. Do not bother me. Don't ask me no questions.
What? No church?
I think I'm going to try to make it to church. I probably,
gonna
you know
make
what? No, I probably do need
1
to make
o'clock
it to
service.
church.
There you go.
11 o'clock.
You don't
Yeah,
want to go
get
to
your
1
birthday
o'clock?
blessing.
No. But I probably need to go to church, honestly. Do you go to church on your birthday?
I don't
Or
go to
after your
church.
birthday? You don't go to church. Well, do you?
Yeah, I go to church every Sunday. I try to every Sunday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna put that on the list. I'm gonna put that on the list, but I didn't think about church. I probably need to put church back in there anyway. But
Well, even if you have just spiritual prayer time.
yeah,
With yourself.
always. I'm about to be 28 on the 28th. This is my golden year. Like this is, I'm really praying that this year, I'm very excited about this year because I need a whole change, like a whole shift, a whole move forward. Like I need to like leap
Honey.
You gonna do your burning?
and become a butterfly.
No.
No, I don't do the burning to the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you'll do the sage burning to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well, take it from somebody who will be years old in a couple months.
How old? Huh? What?
What
How
you
old
say,
you about to
21?
be?
Yeah, at 21. Thank you so much.
Man, I'm 21. What?
Yeah.
I got experience.
I know it seemed like I'm 28. Oh my God, everything I gotta get everything done. Take your time. You got a lot of years. I mean,
Providing your blessings.
Yeah.
providing your blessings.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of them, and you'll see quite a few of them this in this new year. But
Yeah.
don't put all your eggs in one basket.
I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. I just feel like there's a lot that I need to do within myself.
Yeah.
And this year is going to be the year to like push myself to, change different circumstances because I only have 2 years before I'm 30. And I know you're not supposed to like plan what your 30 is going to look like, but I know I have goals.
Well, yeah. And the one thing that I learned, even after you turn 30, because I remember when I turned 30, all them years ago.
All them years ago.
Yeah.
What was it, about 5 or 6?
Just about 4.5. I planned so many goals and stuff like that. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, so. It's funny that I actually found the sheet of paper that I had when I wrote it at 30.
Mm-hmm.
And out of the, I think it was 15 goals. Out of the 15 goals, I only met 5.
Oh, wow. Were they 5 reasonable and the most prioritized
there
goals,
was
maybe?
5 reasonable, most prioritized things, but still, looking down the list, it's like, okay, I didn't do that until I was like 32. Okay, I didn't do that until I was like 35. So it's like, you're going to get to those points. Don't try to rush it.
I don't think I'm trying to rush it. I just think like I know for a fact that I don't want to work anymore in like the corporate. Like I'd rather work for myself or build.
Okay.
So I know that's something that that's one of my goals. That's something that I have to work towards.
Well,
like put my all in to figure out how to do it the right way, so it'll work.
Well, I mean, with that, with your goals, and you find nowadays a lot of people are taking that plunge and say, I'm not doing anything corporate. I want to do it my own. The do-it-yourself method.
Yeah.
And that's a smart way of establishing yourself and your brand. Everybody talks about branding now. And that's a smart way to establish a brand. You know, because I hear a lot of people say they get caught up into the stagnant feel of being in the corporate world. That when they really, you know, when they really sit back and think about it, they're like, you know what? I really haven't done anything that I wanted to do. So
right.
They go on and they're starting to do things that they never thought they could do. So yeah, I mean, you know, do that, get that out of the way.
So Tiana.
Yes.
We got a question.
What's up?
By John Johnny.
Hey Johnny.
He's a dynamite photographer.
Is he now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's part of Skylyne Models. Shout outs to John John. I mean John Johnny.
Show one day. Got to have him on the show one day.
Oh yeah. You hear that, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
Coming straight from our producer.
That's
you
correct.
need to come on the show sometime.
Absolutely.
John wants to know what's in your box.
Drum roll, please. You the realest. I was hoping Mark was going to do the drum roll. Nah, it's too late now. Oh. Hold on, guys. Oh.
Slowly unwrapping every corner of the
I gotta stand up for this. Oh, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. It's like, nah. It's like, nah, yes, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I got cake. I got cake. I got flowers. I got balloons. I got a pen. Hey, 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 it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Anyways, had to come back. We still good?
Yeah, we got a couple minutes. We got a couple minutes.
All right. And yes, I got a red velvet cake. Where did this red velvet cake come from? Shouts out to who makes it.
Skylyne Bacon Babes.
Skylyne Bacon Babes, where your cakes are dynamite.
Hey.
And so are the babes.
We got to get him to make us a commercial.
You won that one.
For a small fee, you can have this voice do all your commercials.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Right. Whew, y'all are hilarious, man.
And you're overwhelmed by the cake, I can tell.
I am. I'm so excited. I love cake. I'm gonna like keep this cake. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. It's gonna be my whole weekend cake. Like, I'm not gonna eat it until Saturday.
Okay.
Like, that's my goal. My goal is not to eat the cake until Saturday.
Okay.
So every time, like tomorrow or tonight, or no, tomorrow, I can just like pull it out and be like, I have a birthday cake, guys, and then put it away.
Wow.
That's what you call the art of finessing. I saw. Thank you, John Johnny. Thank you so much. Whew. All right. I don't want to move on to the next topic only because I know we're coming to a break soon. So like, this is what we're about to do.
Okay.
We're about to go to break.
No, we're not. We can't go to break yet.
We got actually about 2 minutes.
How many?
We have 2 more minutes.
Okay. In 2 minutes, we're gonna go to a break. And we're gonna take a shot for her birthday.
What?
Yeah.
I hope it's brown.
Is that what you drink?
Dog. I'm telling y'all, okay, so this year is going to be my golden year, which is why I'm celebrating all week. I literally started celebrating on Sunday. I went to dinner Sunday. I went to the football game on Monday. Yesterday, I had to go on we're going to talk about this too. We're going to talk about online shopping and how annoying that could be. I had to go buy a new birthday outfit, so I got to hang out with my best friend yesterday. Today's the radio show. Tomorrow's a party. Friday's a party. Saturday's a party. Like, I'm doing this. And I am very excited, and I am in such a great mood. And I really appreciate everything that is happening with me. And And thank you guys for tuning in on my radio show, Birthday Edition. I'm wondering if I have more. Like, what if I had gifts all show? Like, we should have did it one by one. That would have been cool. But that's the extra. Anyways.
We know next year.
Yes, next year. Then I'll be 29. Look, I'm the oldest of 8 children, y'all. I'm the oldest of 8. Mm-hmm. And I'm the oldest at 28. Like, there's so many people that have to follow behind me. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited because it's my birthday. Can you tell?
Yeah.
All right, guys. And it is about that time for us to go to break. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you all after these few messages on BeExposedRadio.com.
Happy birthday, T.
Hey.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry's show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn because I'm gonna make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I need the scenes on Have and Have Nots to be like 5% shorter each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants.
It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to pick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season. But I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back, and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it.
They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So now, according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dried response to a pretty cut and dry response to the rumors about him and Oprah. Here's what he says. It's completely false.
What was that? That was your Tyler Perry impression? Oh, God. What?
That was my Medea voice.
Oh, gotcha.
Nothing is accurate in this article except for mine and Oprah's names. That's what he said. I mean, you see what I mean? You gotta stick around. I mean, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I mean, they pay us to do this. So we go off every week. Right here on Being Exposed Radio.
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a playful with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste of it. Bad burned.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back. Skylyne Radio on Be Exposed. Skylyne Radio Show on Be Exposed Radio, and it's T the Busy Bee's birthday edition.
Yes, it is my birthday edition. We're going to talk about all this birthday stress that we've been going on. The first thing we're going to talk about, though, is these online shopping and the shipping methods and the business days and the struggles. Let me tell you about these struggles, okay? So, I had to find a dress. Me and my sister decided we wanted to have a party. At first, it was going to be an all-black party. But I didn't want to wear black, so I wanted to wear pink. Because for some reason, pink is my color this year. Rose gold, oh, I'm killing it. Okay. Anything pink and shiny had to be a V-neck. You know, I was there, long sleeve, short. That's all I wanted. You know, fine with me. So how about I finally found a dress. I narrowed it down to one dress. It was like this metallic rose gold color. It had a real nice swoop in the front. It was really, really nice. And I bought it on September 8th. The website literally said 10 to 15 business days, right? Here it is, September 25th. I said September 8th, right? September 25th, I still don't have my dress.
I be heated for you.
Like, first of all, anxiety. Do you know how it feels to come home every day and be like, Dad, did I get a packet? Dad, did I get a packet? Lamar, did I get a packet?
Yeah.
Was there a package? Was there a package delivered for me? Go on there, track the daggone thing. I almost cussed.
That's okay.
I tracked it. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. But nevertheless, I tracked it, and then it still says September 17th in California. Like, what are you doing in California for 14 days?
Wow.
Where is my... Where is it? Where is it at?
And do you wish to disclose which online company?
I can. It was Chick You Now, CHICYOU Now. Okay. So if anyone decides to buy from them, make sure you know you need to buy a month ahead of time and not 3 weeks ahead of time. Or 2 weeks ahead of time, because it's not going to get to you on time. Okay. So, you know, go on, rerun that time back. If there's any women that are tuning in and have some advice on me when it comes to online orders, I really don't shop online a lot. I'm more of a thrifter kind of person because I don't like going to stores either. So... okay. I'm really kind of blown that this online, usually, you know, things come and it's easy. But this online shopping, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to get the dress on Friday at 8:21 p.m. when I'm going to be in Tyson's, Virginia at 8:21 p.m.
Tyson's Corner,
yes.
Virginia? Okay.
Yes. That's when my birthday party is. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
That's way
it's my birthday.
Out there.
Yep. It sure is. But it's a really, really nice place. We tried. Me and my sister definitely tried to find a closer place, but none of the places were big enough to hold as many people as me and her were going to invite.
How many did you plan to invite?
You're talking about T the Busy Bee. She can't go nowhere and not know somebody.
Yesterday, at the football game, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not. Don't make me sound like I'm famous. I'm not famous. People just know me.
No, I'm not saying that. I mean, you know,
just know a whole rack of people.
I do, because
when at your age, man, shoot, I knew like 350,000 people.
Right, I do know a lot of people. Even walking to the football game yesterday, because I parked at my best friend's house. She lives about a block away.
Okay.
So as I was walking up.
That was like
the
9
longest
miles.
block ever. Either way, she lives like right next to the entrance. It's like 1 block away from the entrance
she's
to the
measuring
stadium.
in county blocks compared to city blocks. There's a difference.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, then it was about 7 blocks.
Okay.
Either way, it was kind of far, but still, even on the way walking into the stadium, I ran into someone I knew. And then when I got there, I ran into one of the people who was working. I knew them. Turned around, my best friend was there because she's a Redskins cheerleader. Okay. Shouts out to Nadira. Hey, baby. She's a Redskins cheerleader. No, she's a Redskins ambassador. But, yes. Either way, She was still there.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
That's
And
right.
then there were so many people that I knew there, and they were right where we were, but I didn't see them.
Okay, that was cool.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes.
So how many people did you invite to this party?
I was about to get back to that. The list ended, I think, like at 125, but we only could bank on, we were only banking on at least 65 to come.
Oh, that's not bad.
But we ended up with like 85 coming. So
That's still not bad if you
Yeah.
invited 125 people.
Right.
thank you. Oh, Crystal Bud said happy birthday. Hi, thank you. Oh my God, I can't wait to meet you. I'm sorry.
Crystal Bud. I look forward to seeing y'all Saturday.
Yes. I can't wait to meet you though.
What are your plans Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday,
Is that
I'm
when you're
having
doing your dinner cruise.
Yes, I'm having a brunch in my house because I needed to have brunch the most cheapest way possible. And I'm
So
going
everyone's going to your
on
house
a
and
yacht
cooking?
cruise. Yes. Are you bringing the food already cooked? And we about to eat good. I'm going on a yacht cruise.
A yacht cruise where?
Boomerang at Georgetown
Okay.
in DC.
Okay.
I'm going on a yacht cruise, and that cruise is only like 2 hours. And then I'm going back home, and I'm going to have a kickback at my house. I thought about going out, but I'm also partying, huh?
No go-go's.
No, tomorrow is the go-go.
Oh,
That's
I
why.
knew it.
Tomorrow's the go-go, and then Friday is my actual birthday party, and then Saturday is the finale, the boat ride. So,
time is
you
that?
know, the boat ride?
Uh-huh.
The boat ride starts at, it's from 5:45 to 7:45, but it's already sold out. I met her twice already. All right, I'm about to find out. We're about to find out. I'm going to ask Mark. We're going to talk about this. All right. I'm going to ask Mark in a short little bit. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Be Exposed Radio. This is Skylyne Radio Show on Be Exposed. Let me say that correctly. And we actually have to go to break, and we see you guys at the top of the hour.
Be Exposed Radio. The Busy Bee's birthday edition.
Oh,
BeExposedRadio.com.
hi, Mommy. Oh, Mommy.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you up to, just go hard. Don't matter. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father dead. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her home.
Now listen to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
take a break from my broken heart. Talk with the hip, tell me you lie. I think we should go for another round. Baby, try not to say too much. Let your love come down. If you wanna rule, it's some rules you gotta live by. Live by. Stay true to your cool, make a move. Don't wait on nobody else. And if it feels like a melody, sing a song, be my radio. And if you follow me there, I'll follow you back. Let the night unfold. I can tell that you can't get enough, show enough.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are back once again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Before we went on break, we were actually talking about, what were we talking? Oh, we were talking about this online shopping and their shipping methods. Mike, have you ever had any issues with shipping?
Europe.
Exposed Radio.
If you made them, take care of them.
I ordered a pair of shoes a couple years ago and never got them. And never got my money back.
Man, I remember that happened to me one time. That happened to me in college. I ordered clothes and never got them clothes. It was about $40 worth of clothes. And they said, nope, you ain't getting them today. Kind of sucks. But, you know, it's all right. It happens. That's why I stopped ordering online, you know. Would you rather order online or order in the store?
I don't really see a difference. You're taking a chance either way.
You think so?
And look at how many people steal packages.
This is true.
That's an epidemic in itself.
This is true. This is true.
If you want me to watch for your packages, if I'm home, I will grab it for you versus someone stealing it, then I'm gonna need you to do the same for me. Not saying anyone has stolen packages, but it has happened in our neighborhood. It has even happened on our block. But I'm not gonna be living there much longer because I'm moving.
Oh, you figure out where you're moving to yet?
No.
You just know you're moving.
Getting the hell out of Dodge.
Oh, we just cussing today.
Hell's not a cuss.
I was being funny.
Never got that. Let me go here.
Outside of online shopping and waiting to the last minute, word to the wise, don't wait to the last minute. There has been other things that's been going on. Let's talk about Tanashi 6ix9ine. We're going to talk about Tanashi 6ix9ine. Tanashi. 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine. I never once thought, I never once thought that we would see the day of someone actually doing this live.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You always hear about it happening, but I never thought I'd see the day. So, to fill you in, Mark, do you know who Tanashi 6ix9ine is?
Nope.
Okay, so Tanashi 6ix9ine is a
rapper.
Yeah, he's a rapper. He's a rapper out of New York. He somehow magically came up with a gang Treyway. But here's the thing.
I've heard of Treyway.
Yes, you heard about it a lot because Tanashi was putting on for them extremely a lot. But here's the thing about it. Tanashi was never really a gangster kind of person. So he was just doing everything online for the most part. He would do some things, but he wouldn't really pull it. However, he got bammed up and now he's snitching.
Yeah.
That's the worst way to put it, but in summary, that's what's happening.
Well, from some of the reports that I've seen, and I've seen all the memes where they have him snitching on everybody, including Bill Cosby and McDonald's and the Clintons and all the rest of that stuff. But I was watching Vlad TV's interview with Lord Jamar of Brand Nubians and Rod Digger. They have a radio show, and pretty much he was saying that for a long time people were saying that he was a government plant. You know, and
He was a spy.
Yeah. Yeah, they were saying that. Now I don't know how true that is or not. I'm just going by, someone else's, verification. Yeah, keep showing off.
Sure, happy.
My mom asked what was in the box.
Give me this box.
Yeah, but apparently he went from being this rapper who's associated with the Crips and everything else like that to now he basically was running around here talking about he was untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, they were talking about knocking him down way before Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
So, he's like, I'm untouchable, I'm this and I'm that. Another thing, now he's snitching on everything and everybody.
On everything and everybody. Like, boy, the things that he is saying.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's almost, so it's mind-boggling. And it's mind-boggling as to who he's doing it to. It's mind-boggling as to who he's doing it to, because how is Cardi B connected to you? Like, how is Jim Jones? Like, Jim Jones, of all people?
Well,
like, come on.
Here's the thing. If you're going to go down, some people will go down by themselves. Some people will sink the whole ship if they have to.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's just going after everybody. Yeah, so-and-so is this, Jim Jones is part of the Cribs, Cardi B got. But see, some of this stuff was already public knowledge anyway.
Right.
I know.
I mean, some people actually said, yeah, they, he even said something about, I think Snoop wasn't a real Crip, or something like that.
Snoop more, like, who gives him this right to talk outside his neck in such ways?
But you know what? Hey, when you get jammed up and you one of those people who it's time for you to pay the piper, or you want to sink everybody that's going with you. Now, some folks will stand up there and take the ball. Yeah, now you know. Some people stand up there and take the ball, but, there's some people that's just going to say, like, hey, look, wasn't just me, T and Mark from Skylyne, Aldo in the back, everybody was into it, blah, 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 blah. They'll throw you under the bus for anything.
Yeah, I know.
Just for 5 minutes of fame.
Right.
Crystal Bud, I got you. That was my first outing. T done drugged me out the house. That was my first outing after my surgery. I got you. She remembers now.
Yeah, I've been remembered. But you made me forget what I was gonna say.
No,
you just kind of
She's getting old.
I wasn't thinking. Yeah, but when it comes to that, and you decide to do that, and you go that far, and you decide to be a part, you already know what the life is like, so why would you put on a front? And I kind of do feel like he was government planted, but I also feel like he fired his whole team at one point, so why didn't he just stick to taking his team down rather than reaching out to Cardi B and Jim Jones? Like, even though that information was already known, so it's like, okay, now are they in hot water too because he's snitching on them, or are they good because they already know they Bloods and Crips? And is it wrong to be a Blood and a Crip?
Well, it's what they look at is gang affiliation. I mean, yeah, if you're known to be affiliated with certain gangs and stuff like that, or you don't even have to have be a part of a murder or anything like that, or never even touch drugs, but you happen to be affiliated with that with that group or club, then apparently especially when you get into the limelight, there's certain things you have to kind of like dumb down when you get into the limelight, because and you know, because it could either make you or break you. You know?
Like it almost did Cardi B.
Yeah. Yeah.
She almost fell. She almost took a big L.
Yeah.
Because she started talking too much. You're not supposed to tell you the life you live, and I love her transparency.
Yeah,
I love it,
mean,
but
you can be transparent, but you know, at one point in time, it's like, you know, the higher you go, it's like, okay,
the less you say.
Stop dealing with certain people, or I'm gonna have to let this go.
I'm gonna have to stop doing certain things. I'm gonna stop talking about certain things.
Because now I'm in the limelight, so whatever I say out of my mouth, automatically TMZ is right there to pick it up.
Right.
So you know, you have to be careful when you get this type of business.
Right. You gotta be careful. Word to the wise for everyone that is tuning in. Just don't, if you're not about that life, don't be about it. Run the other way.
Nah.
Don't be a Tekashi 6ix9ine, because Tanashi 6ix9ine, because we don't know what's about to happen after this, and that's the scary part. And just watching it and knowing how society does when there's a snitch.
Oh yeah.
And like just knowing, like we were literally watching him write his life sentence.
Yeah.
And that's really crazy.
Pretty much.
And he's enjoying it. Like, yes. No. Like, why is this so enthusiastic? Like,
I don't think he gets it yet. I don't think how really deep down the rabbit hole he really is. You know, because some people could throw on the act and be like, I'm all right. Some of them can be nervous as heck, but still front it. Ain't nobody gonna see me go out like a pump. But you put yourself out there like that, you know. And I mean, unfortunately, like so many people have said, and I've read reports that they said it, and I'm honestly gonna say it. I'm surprised he hasn't died yet.
man, it's the same thing. Look, I'm surprised a lot of people haven't died yet. Like, it's just really, really crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's really crazy.
Because there's a lot of people that'll die for less.
Right. Right.
On that note, we're gonna go there.
Are we about to go? Oh.
Because don't go nowhere. Because there's been a lot of talk lately with this being the 23-year anniversary just passed by to September 13th. Is Tupac really dead? Because if I'm not mistaken, a new single just was released, a month, maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I think.
But he had a lot of stuff in the can, though, before he died.
Yeah.
But supposedly, the song that just recently came out is talking about a lot of stuff that's going on right now.
But he always wrote about what's going on right now.
But I heard it's on YouTube.
Well,
and it's brought up a lot of questions.
Well, I just had a report not too long ago, and it was on Facebook, and it wasn't where somebody actually showed a picture, said it was Tupac, now out of exile or whatever, since he faked his death or whatever.
But where'd he go if he faked his death?
And to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of dudes since Tupac has died, especially during Halloween, dress up like Tupac and look exactly like him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's.
I mean, look at the Elvis impersonators.
Of course.
You got some of them that are real good, and it looks just like him. Watch this though. Has Elvis been dead all them years? Because he was either the only son or an only child. And what did they just find the remains of recently in California? And the DNA came up Elvis Presley.
Oh,
They did what?
So he wasn't.
What in California?
So
What just happened? Say that again.
within the last year, I heard this through a reliable source. Either Elvis Presley was a single child, was the only child, or he was the only son. And supposedly they found remains, and through DNA testing, autopsies, whatever they found within the DNA, within the miscellaneous XYZ, the DNA came off Elvis Presley.
That's interesting, and we're gonna go on a break after this one because, as far as I know of, and even
Elvis is dead and gone.
Even they have the grave marker at Graceland that Elvis had a twin brother who died at birth.
Really?
Yeah.
So theoretically, with that being said, he was the only son.
Pretty much. Exactly.
All right.
It's whether these stories are true, fact, fiction, false, whatever. It's amazing if you just be quiet and listen. It's amazing at some of the things you'll hear people talk about. Especially when you don't know nobody and your ear hustling. Whoa.
Right.
You have no idea.
Right. And then, you know, it comes down to being like conspiracy theories and getting it all out there. Like, it gets kind of crazy, especially with these conspiracy theorists. That like the conspiracy theories that actually become true or actually are true. Like, come on now,
Like
everyone got to pay attention.
The whole
Pay a lot of
theory with
attention.
Tupac is we all know 1996, September 13th, Friday 13th, supposedly Tupac passed away. All these years, well, Americans aren't allowed in Cuba. He didn't want to go far, so he went to Cuba. And supposedly he had some type of crime family protecting him in Houston, or in Cuba. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but Obama changed all the BS with the United States and Cuba. We're allowed to go down there again. Trump's trying to demolish all that and ban Americans from going down there. Anyways, so when Cuba was open to the public to come visit, Tupac was then moved to a country in Nigeria, or in Africa. I don't remember what country.
So Tupac
and I
can
know
still
you
be
listening,
alive.
so give me that story again, because I know you listening, because you tuning in. Mr. Producer, the look-alike in ATL, that's not Tupac. But supposedly he's in a country in Africa now. He's I don't remember what his face looks like hair-wise, but he's got a hair on his head. He's got a head full of hair, and he's protected by some big time crime family that's over there. But that's where he's at now. At some country that also has no what they do with criminals when they go and get you.
Behead them?
No, when they go get you and they bring you back to the United States. What's that called? Expedite. They don't have expedition.
Expedition charges.
Something
Something like that.
Whatever. Time for break.
Yeah, you was rapping. All right, guys, it is time for a break. You know, you got to tune back in with us for a little bit. We're almost there. You know, the show goes to 10 p.m. It's from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Wednesdays on BeExposedRadio.com.
See the Busy Bee's birthday bash
when we get back. My birthday bash tomorrow.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
the real.
You right.
That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to, if the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the trail, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing. I mean, why you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up. Yeah. Rebel up. Let's do it. If I sit around, I'ma smoke some more. Wasn't even thinking about smoke before, but I'm in my head, I'm in the bed. Don't know who I am, like I'm wearing a mask. Working mode, tell them where the cash. If you wear the cash, tell them where the cash. If you playing for you, gon' run it back. Don't make promises, but I promise that. Don't promise me, cause I ain't into that. Fell in love with that and got hurt from that. Now it's all over and the curtains back. Can't see you not noticing that. I'm letting it go, it ain't holding me back. Yeah, I'm on dice, but ain't come for the crack.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Hey guys, we're back. We are definitely back. We're back like we never left. Woo. What were we talking? We were talking about Tanashi 6ix9ine before we came back. Y'all caught us in the middle of realizing that the show was coming back on and we were having sidebar conversation. So I'm trying to get back. Give me a minute. It is. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. That's my birthday dance, okay? So y'all gotta hit it with me. Come on, Mark.
It's too much.
Come on, Mark. You gotta put your hands up. You gotta put a catty corner.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Were we taking pictures?
You gotta bounce twice and then go to the other way. No. All right, you suck. You suck. Mark doesn't dance, apparently.
I don't.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. But no, we were just talking about Tanashi 6ix9ine and how he started snitching on everybody and the safety behind snitching. We were talking about if Tupac was dead or alive right before we left. Apparently he's still alive and he's been just being moved and migrated around the country of America, not America, the real country of Earth. He's being moved all around the Earth to make sure he stays alive and protected. Don't y'all like how I be summing stuff up? Like,
well, I mean, you're doing a good job of it. You know?
Thank you. Yes.
You know, I wanted to talk about something that, and you know we don't name drop, but I feel as though I have to name drop this individual because she does the same thing.
Okay.
And I gotta look her up because I gotta find this question. April Watts had a question this week, and I was like, ooh, I wanna talk about that, and it's on the tip of my tongue.
I saw it.
Page. You know what I'm talking
about?
about?
I saw it. Yeah, let me pull it up right quick.
About flirting. Something about being in a relationship. If you're flirting, is that considered cheating?
Is that what it is? That's where you want to go?
Because there's two sides to that.
You know what? That's a hot topic of debate right now. That is a hot topic of debate because I've even seen that on people's Facebook and Instagram pages asking that same question.
There's two different answers for that though.
Well, you know, I think it's based on the couple in the relationship. You know what I mean? Because one thing about it, if you're confident in your relationship and if you're confident in the person that you're seeing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know who they are. You know how they are. Because I mean, the one thing about it, when you develop and build a relationship with a person, those are the things that you want to know. You want to know who they are,
right?
And you want to know how they are. You know
exactly.
And you don't learn it on the first go around, but after a while, if you're together that long enough and you're confident and you know, and you can sit down and talk to your spouse or your mate, then flirting really, I'm not going to say if you because it's different it's different scenarios and different situations. Sometimes your job, you have to be extra friendly, and in some cases, that will make it look like you're flirting.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I think that this whole thing, I think there's levels to it. You know, when I have a simple conversation, this is actually very ironic that we're having this conversation because one of my friends were in this position before.
I mean, it's a hard call.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you know what you're saying out your mouth. You know when you're flirting, you know when you're not. So it's either if the person picks up on it or not. Like, I know people who have been in relationships and a single person flirts with them that goes right over their head. Like, like literally. And it's just be like, so you didn't pick up on that? And they're like, no. Like, that's not what I saw. That's not.
Well, I worked in the food industry for a while, and, you know, and I've been in a relationship for, like, the last 3 years. And the one thing about it is that, yeah, I get flirted with. You know, I know if there's people that flirt with me so they can get a little extra cheese on cheeseburger, whatever. And I know when people try to flirt with me and give me a number because they think I'm whatever. But
right.
I tend to let it go above my head because, first of all, I'm there to do a job.
Right.
If I can smile at you and laugh at your little innuendos and everything, and it keeps you coming back and spending your money, then I've done my job.
Exactly.
How do you think these strippers make this money?
And
I'm sorry.
If my significant other has a problem with that, I'm like, show her the paycheck. Like, you know, part of that is my job.
Right. Right.
If, you know, I have to keep customers flowing. You know, so part of it's my job. Now, and I can say that with bartenders and barmaids because I've known a lot of them that, you know, it's part of their job. People going to flirt with you. You're going to have to smile. You don't have to always say anything back, but even that smile could, you know, oh, he's flirting with her or she's flirting with him.
Right.
You know.
I feel like there's levels to it. My mom said it's opening the doors to be able to go so far. So why put yourself in that situation?
Well, then again, you also have to be secure about your relationship and yourself.
Right.
You know, because some people just don't care. Be like, she eyeing me or he's eyeing me. Guess what? I got his number. He look kind of cute. He drives a Mercedes.
I'ma see what he's about.
I'ma see what they're about. You know.
But you're with somebody.
And then there's some people that just, you know, I mean, I know this one girl who's happily married. And she gets flirted with all the time. And sometimes she's a barmaid. And sometimes her tip money is ridiculous. I mean, she comes home chugged, you know, and all she do is smile, you know, pay them a little attention because that's what they want. And serve them their drinks.
Yeah.
You know, if they
That's
say
part of
something,
the game.
if they say something out of line, she'll, you know, hey, you know, yeah, that wasn't too cool or whatever.
Right.
But, you know.
You know, for me, I've had the opportunity to be a bottle girl. I had the opportunity to be a bartender. I had the opportunity to be like a model for DC nightlife. And I told them no. And it's crazy that I told them no because, you know, it's crazy that I told them no because, like, I know I will make bank doing it. Like, I love it. However, that means I will have to be out in the middle of the night a lot. That means I have minimum amount of sleep, which means I'm going to be irritable most of the time. That means that my friends, because I love my friends so dearly, even when I presented it to them, they were like, the first thing they said was, oh, so what you going to do, promote? Because you're not doing anything else. Like, my friends even made that call for me, knowing I'm not going to be out in the middle of the night, knowing I'm not going to be able to deal with a guy cat calling me all the time.
Right.
Like, and knowing like that extensive flirting or that touching of my butt, like I know what I look like. I know like how this goes. I know how to make it work. But I cannot get myself to be a bottle girl. I cannot get myself to do it.
It's Not
like,
for everybody.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's not for me.
It's not for everybody. And my father actually owned a bar, and I was a bar back and a bartender and a DJ and all the rest of that stuff. And you get that. If you allow it to, it can blow your head up magnificently. Because it's like all eyes on me. Everybody wants me. Yeah, everybody wants you for something.
Right. They want you for what you look like, not for what you got going on.
Either you got the money, either you look like, you look good. Oh, man, I like his walk. He look like he can do something. Whatever.
Right.
And
don't get me wrong, for those who are out there who do go that way and who are making money, you do you, boo-boo. Get your money how you can.
Yeah, but I mean, that's almost like the question, would you date a stripper?
Right.
No.
Knowing that this is her, field of work, would you date her?
Right. But at the same time, would you date her if you know she's a stripper? Like, would you even be mad at what she does? She could be doing something different. But at the same time, she bringing home $12,000 a week. Like, are you really going to get mad at that? Like, it's certain.
It's like with the flirting thing. It's a fine line. It's sort of like you really have to be. Now there's some people who are really confident and say, you know what, I don't worry about that because I know she's coming home to me, or I know he's coming home to me. So y'all can give him all your money you want, and flirt with him, but guess what? All that money comes home to me, and so on and so forth. So. They're pretty, and they're not saying it to be cocky or conceited. They just, come. I don't worry about that. That's his line of work. I know who he is, or I know who she is.
Right, because stripping goes both ways.
But that's something you really have to. You really have to know who your significant other is.
Yeah, you got to learn. If anything, you got to set boundaries and set boundaries to have your focus on getting the money and getting the money the safest way possible. And I think that's where it comes from. Even flirting to get money, it comes from that. I mean, that's part of it. Flirting to get money is part of it. So that's where that goes. But just flirting in particular, I wouldn't just, like, in a relationship, I wouldn't just openly flirt with somebody. I mean, you might be able to playfully flirt depending on who the person is.
Yeah.
Like, you might be able to playfully flirt because before you even finish what you're saying out your mouth, you're probably laughing because you're saying it.
Right, because it's like, that is so stupid coming out.
Right, it's like, why am I even saying this right now? But I'm going to say it because I know they going to laugh. Right, especially to you because you already know. But, like, I wouldn't push boundaries or even do any of that. Even when it comes to being in that industry, I would get my money, but I know me. And I know how irritable it gets. And people know me because I do go to go-go's and I am, like, people do see me, like, so they speak and they do stuff. But sometimes it gets really annoying. Sometimes, like, it gets really annoying. Like, shut up talking to me. Please, let me go home in peace. What do you want?
It's a difference when you're going out to the club and you go in there specifically to flirt or pick up somebody.
Yeah.
If you're going out there having a good time and somebody flirts with you and you talk back to them, excuse me, or give them conversation, that don't mean that you're flirting. You're just giving them conversation.
Right.
You don't even have to care about it. It's like, okay.
That actually happened to me one time. I went to a kickback for a party. It was like a pregame. And, when you match someone's vibe, like, you just match their vibe. I'm sitting down talking because the vibe was cool. It wasn't because I liked the person. I really didn't care about them. I just liked their vibe. And it was like...
And you can.
Like,
I've come across so many people who I've sat there and been in their company and I just like their vibe. It was just, hey, they cool, we're sitting back, we're chilling, we're laughing, we're having a conversation about X, Y, Z, and ABC. And it ain't always, and sex didn't even happen to come across the borderline.
Right, and you just vibing,
You just enjoy this person's company. Hey, well, it's nice meeting you. Yeah, it's nice meeting you too. you come down here more often? Well, I might be down here and I don't know when, but if I do, I'll look for you. All right, cool.
Right.
That's it.
Boom, and there you go. Like, and I think that's really how you end up making and embracing like really good friendships or relationships, or just running into people. Like, I've literally ran into one of my friends now like 4 or 5 times randomly, and we always spoke. It was just like, hey, how are you? Like a whole conversation, you know?
Yeah.
And then we just went our separate ways, and we just ended up crossing paths
But
a lot.
I think a lot of people think flirting when
It's an open door to cheat.
Huh?
It's an open door to cheat.
Yeah, it's an open door to cheat. And sometimes, you know, I like I told a friend of mine, if you want to flirt with somebody, tell your girl, dress up, go out, and you act like you don't even know her and flirt with her. You know, because, I mean, sometimes people think that, oh, well, you know, he out here flirting with somebody, he don't come home and do all that with me. You know, and sometimes people just flirt just because something to do.
Right, because they bored.
They bored, you know, they might as well go over there and, yeah, how you doing, whatever, they ask shorty, you look good in that dress or whatever. You know, just to have conversation, you know. Not always I'm trying to get in that, you know.
Right.
Like I'm out here with these boring ass Negroes and somebody gotta be interesting in this place.
Right.
Or else my $20 has gone to waste.
Right.
And y'all got to pay a whole lot of money all the time. All the time. Whew. All right, I think we're close to a break.
No, we're over the break.
We're over the break?
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be on a break now either?
No.
Oh, well, shoot.
It's only 25 after, so we just...
It's 37. 37's not a break? No, it's 47.
47, darling.
Whew.
47. We started
Look,
at 30.
I am trying to, I know. We did?
Yes.
That was a long 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually memorize the show so that I don't,
That's good.
so that I don't have to use the paper anymore or
That's good.
anything. So
You doing
you
well.
gotta excuse me. Hey, I'm doing real good. Hey.
That's
At least you're asking, well, is it time for a break? Because I'm not sure yet.
Right, I'm not sure, but it's not time for a break, which means we're going to keep going. Mike, did you have anything else to say about opening the doors to cheating? I mean, flirting being an open door to cheat.
I mean, there's a lot that can be said, but then we don't have enough time. We got 20 minutes.
Well, what's up? We ain't even talk about
know.
Trump and his craziness, so it's cool. Let's keep going.
Don't say that name.
Mr. Orange Man.
Don't say the word.
You can call him Jack-o'-lantern. Shoot, it's Halloween and what?
Could y'all
5
picture
weeks.
somebody making a print of his face and putting it on a jack-o'-lantern?
They already have
and they the fire.
They already have it. I seen it last year.
Yo, that's
Somebody actually
funny.
carved his likeness into a pumpkin, and when they put the candle in it, they only had it so high so it could actually
Look like hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's horrible. That's what they get. I'm ready for that man to go. All right, so keep going though. We're not about to talk about
Be like, he's not right about that cheating thing.
Some people have a personality that it comes off as flirting.
That's called charisma.
That's what that's called?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Wisdom too? Oh, okay.
Yeah, wisdom, charisma.
But just going out and blatantly flirting, knowing you have someone at home, to me that's cheating. Because you're opening the door to possibilities.
Yeah.
it. It could be it could be harmless.
Oh, we hung out, you're cheating. Why are you hanging out with another man? Why are you hanging out with another woman? Oh, we just friends. You're not supposed to have new friends of the opposite if you're committed to someone.
Well,
That's a lie.
You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I've told.
Depending on the scenario.
Here's a lot of things that I've told
We date, you meet him,
many people.
and you get his number, and then y'all go hang out.
I wouldn't do it
And
like
I ain't
that.
met him?
But I wouldn't do it like that. But
That's
we're
opening
gonna.
the door.
What were you saying, Dre? Before I started talking.
You're gonna meet people. You know, you're gonna become friends with people. You know, in all walks of life. I mean, you know, and I mean, as long as you don't walk through that door. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because I'm sure you meet a lot of women dealing with Skylyne and Skylyne modelings and all the rest of that stuff. Even though you're single, but say
Even when I was in a relationship, if I was really cool with someone, and even like I know female bartenders, if I deal with you, it's just business, but my lady's gonna meet you.
Right.
Because somewhere, somehow, you're gonna come in conversation, and if you're not slow, eventually you're gonna be like, "Who is this?" Because you talk about them a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, you need to meet certain individuals that are in my circle that are of the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying?
I tell them straight up, I don't waste no time. I have male best friends, and they're not going anywhere because they've been my friends since high school.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
different. They were there before your significant other. Hell yeah.
Like, but one thing I did do, I have a best friend. He plays for a band now, and the way I became friends with him after him and his wife were together. But I made sure that I spoke to her every time I saw her.
Right.
So that she knew that I wasn't a threat. And honestly, me and her, we're closer friends. We done been on trips together. I done helped her coordinate her wedding. Like, you know, me and her are closer than me and him now.
Right.
But it just worked out. Like, sometimes it's just about your matter of respect and how you want to go about it so that it happens the right way.
Right.
And it's what it's supposed to be. You know?
Right. Because if I'm, you know, if I'm dating somebody and I go out and I'm going out with my boys, I still have to respect you because I represent in some way, shape, or form you.
Right.
Same way that if you go out somewhere, you represent, in a sense, me.
Exactly.
Because there are going to be people that you're going to see out in somewhere that's going to see you around. And the first thing they're going to do is say, you know, I saw your girl, you know, she was all drunk and everything, hopping on this dude and everything like that. People love to do that.
Right.
People like drama.
So
right. Don't waste your time.
So
Keep
you
it
know,
to yourself.
if I go out, you know, yeah, I might get flirted with. I might dance. I might buy a drink or whatever, you know, or whatever. But I know when I leave that place, I'm leaving by myself. I'm not causing, you know, because one thing about it, if anybody asks me, oh, you seeing somebody so and so, yeah, I'm seeing somebody. Point blank, period.
You got a girlfriend? Nope.
Well,
but I'm seeing someone.
Yeah, I'm seeing somebody. I'm
not
in a
spoken
relationship.
for, but I
got a girlfriend
I am dating
or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
you gotta speak up.
You have to put it out there.
I forever hold your peace, cause look,
right.
I ran into some craziness. You know, people be lying.
Oh man.
You lying. Next thing you know, the next day your phone ringing 60 times.
I have met women who told me that, oh no, I don't have a boyfriend, or we broke up, and then about maybe 2-3 weeks later, you happen to, you know, be in the area and see her, and it's like, hey, how you doing, so and so. It's like, oh, hi, how you doing? And it's like scurrying by, and
right,
yo,
right.
What's up? And then you happen to see this dude grilling you, like, who the hell is him?
Right.
And it's like, oh. Well, all you had to do was be honest in the first place.
Exactly. Right. All you had to do was be honest. And that's how I feel on so many levels. Like, why are there yes?
No. Keep going.
Like, why do... And I know not like it's only guys, because I feel like women might do it too. But why do guys live like double lives? Like, have a whole family in secret, Sweetie. And then in another life they done got another girl, but the girl don't know about the family that he's actually with, like the girl that he's actually
Sweetie,
with.
That
Because like
happen with men.
I know, I said it happens on both sides,
yeah.
But I've seen it like recently, especially a lot recently. Like, I seen this secret life things. It's more so like men. And it's like, I find out that they're living a secret life. And it's like, so do I say something? Do I not say something?
Well, you know what?
Like, what do I do? No, I say.
I think it's because men get caught more so than women. They do.
I ain't never been caught. I've not always been that real honest dude. I have cheated on my significant others.
Yeah.
Remember Margarita Maggie's in Columbia?
Oh yeah, was out there all the time.
I had a girlfriend. She had twin daughters. We might speak once a year. How my baby's doing? Them two girls are grown, done went to college, graduated, and started their careers. But I still look at those two girls as my babies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But anyways, she went out of town. I met a girl. We did the do. My girl came back into town. This girl done spent the night, cooked me breakfast, everything. Week goes by, me and my girl, because I was a bouncer there. And my girl was like, do you mind if I come hang out while you do whatever? Because I know the DJ, I know the bartender. So I won't be all up in your grill. You do what you do. You know everyone there. There's like 20, 30 people there that we know. So, I mean, if you want to come hang out, get your groove on, have some drinks, do you, baby. Suspect number one walks in like 2 hours later. And my boss came, grabbed me right here like I was his child, took me on a restaurant side, out of sight of everyone. Man, when I say he cussed me up one side and cussed me down the other side and said, you know the difference between this type of woman and that type of woman? I said, whether I do or not, you're going to tell me. If they start tearing this place up, you're fired. I introduced them to each other.
He said, I gotta save my job.
They had drinks, they did shots. All my coworkers were like, yo, are you nuts? No, I'm smart. Because I'm not getting caught up in no BS. The girl didn't even live here. She was from Philly. But she was stationed, and I don't even think she was stationed. I think she was doing like some type of internship through the military at somewhere in, I want to say Fort Belvoir.
Okay.
We're in Baltimore. She's
not 48.
She's not gonna know exactly where we're at. Oh, I can stop talking now?
No.
Oh, okay.
You can go ahead and do the break once you.
So, I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible not to get caught. I'm not saying it's impossible to get caught. You just, if you're gonna do dirt, you gotta be smart about it. Because what'd you say about a certain individual the other day? Things can get real messy real quick. And nowadays, people getting killed over stuff like that.
Right, you gotta be careful.
So I look at it, I'm older, I'm smarter, and I don't want X, Y, Z to happen to me. So I'm not gonna do that to another woman.
Right.
You know
And
what I mean?
karma. Boy,
Exactly.
karma.
Exactly. So honesty is key.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And on that
Right.
note, we're going to break.
And on that note, we are definitely going to break. You had to hear that twice for it to be right, let me tell you. Thank you guys for... Hey, there we go. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're on our last segment. Watch these commercials for us, okay? We'll be right back on BeExposedRadio.com.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Black by Demand radio show.
Control. They said she wouldn't, so they didn't know if she had a weapon. So it's just a mess. So yeah, you do have to have these discussions with your children.
You do, and you have to make them aware of that there is an enemy out there. Every time the police pull you over, or every time you have an interaction with the police as a black person, you are at risk of being in front of your enemy. Hopefully, it's not a police officer that wants to demonstrate that he's your enemy, but we all see it's a high probability of that being the case. So if we're not talking to our children do not have the coping mechanisms to deal with these type of intense situations. What they're going to do is what most of us do as black people, me and anyone else, which is become emotional. And that is the trigger point for the police. They know that black people are emotional people. So when they arrive on the scene, they are purposely trying to say and do things to you to get your emotions up, right? And then once they get your emotions up, then it's like, oh, that's what we needed. Now we're going to kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. You know, so I'm saying we need to have these discussions with our children, you know, and make them understand in this day and age, and it's every day and age really, but we'll just say this day and age for the sake of it being so prevalent on social media, like you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. And I think a lot of us as black people are just scared to still tell our children that there are a group of people out here that are your enemies.
Join us every Monday at 12 noon for Black by Demand radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Long live Pop. Y'all can go ahead and cry now. I'ma show these niggas what to do with one of your beats, man. I am Gas, by the way.
Strong woman story should have been on CNN. Nobody knows what it's like being Gwen. Windows closed in the house, it ain't no CNN. Can't gain weight for years, she been being thin. Single mother, no help from the system. When they was giving out food stamps, she missed them. Birth certificate, baby daddy, she couldn't list them.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm back for the last segment of T the Busy Bee, Tiana's birthday edition of Skylyne Radio Show.
Yes. Speaking of Tiana's birthday edition of Skylyne Radio Show, did you realize that next week? It is next week. Guess what next week is?
I give up.
It's our 1 year anniversary.
Hey!
Yes, it is. Yes,
like, we've been on the show. We've been doing this thing for 1 year.
The last of the Mohicans.
52 weeks.
52 weeks.
Whew.
That's crazy.
Right. It is crazy. Like, next week we're probably going to have we're going to have a special guest who's a special host or just a special guest?
Special guest.
Okay, we're going to have a special guest next week. She has been on the show before, but since it's the year, we decided we were going to bring her back because she needed to be back on the show. What else? Her. That is her.
No.
It's not?
She has been on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Back up off me. See? He be thinking I don't be knowing. I know. I be knowing. You want to know who does the I be knowing? The girl off of, she's a comedian. Her comedian shows always say, I be knowing. She's on Issa Rae's show. No, she's on Dear White People.
Oh.
See?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, her.
I don't remember her name.
Her. I can't think of her name, but her. She goes, I be knowing. That's her.
Anyway, they'll let me know before the show starts next week. So I can make sure I put her name up.
Yes.
You know who I'd like to have on the show?
Who?
Sometime in the next year.
Who?
And we ain't even got to wait that long. We'll have to go through Derek Chase, though.
Who?
Huh. Ghost.
Okay.
Don't bring him on this show. You know what? Bring him on this show. I'm going to ask him all the questions
Ghost
about his character. I would say.
Keisha.
Okay. That ought to be an interesting show.
That would be lit.
Right.
Or we could go about it a different way. Ghost and Tommy. Keisha and Tasha.
Maybe.
You just work your magic, okay?
Yeah.
Just work your magic.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Work your magic, man.
You do. You be
I think
working
it'd be
your magic.
interesting.
I think it would be too. How they develop the characters and all the rest of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Bro. You know, I always wanted to ask Idris Elba, how did he learn a Baltimore accent? I'm serious because
Yeah.
I mean,
He's from England,
I didn't
isn't
know
he?
he was from England until maybe
Who?
after his character The Wire, when The Wire died. After Stringer Bell died, I didn't even know he was English. Because you know, the only thing I've seen mostly was him doing a Baltimore accent.
Right.
And then he starts talking like this and all right, mate, you know what I mean? And I'm like, where are you from? And he's like, Brixton. And I'm like, okay.
Is he truthfully from there?
His mother, he was born there. His mother and father are African.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think they came over during the time when England was importing a lot of people from Africa and Jamaica and all the rest of that stuff to help rebuild the country after World War II.
Do you know anything about Brazil?
I want to go.
Do you know anything about
They have
Brazil?
new beaches.
Is that why you want to go?
Bit.
I want to go because I saw the Brazilian soccer team and I fell in love.
I have a friend from Brazil.
I lie to you not. That's what happened.
What part?
I don't know.
Sao Paulo.
He just says it's real poor and it's real dangerous crime-wise. I said, I'm not leaving the resort if I go there.
Well, there's certain places that they tell you, don't leave if you leave off the resort on your own risk.
I think they said that about Jamaica too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Kingston, off chain.
You got to remember, when you go those places, most of the time you see the resorts. You don't ever go into the real city area unless you're going with somebody
who knows
lives
the
there.
area and knows where to and not to go, knows the right people, so you're not gonna get got.
Yeah, and don't go looking for weed in Jamaica.
No.
Why not? I actually know people who actually did and they came up off some goodness, good.
It depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah, I feel like they probably a little shammy.
Because
It's
someone-
9:57.
Someone be like, Yankee boy, I'm gonna kill you now. And take you back there. Next thing you know, you be growing the best weed in Jamaica. Because you're the fertilizer.
Yeah, it gets kind of hectic in other places, but
Yeah. And I mean, but that's with anything. I mean, it's just like if people come to Baltimore and they look at Harbor and all. And then Harbor East and all the rest of the places, and then they walk about 3 blocks down the street and past Lexington Market, and it's like,
go.
Ooh,
All right.
okay,
How we get here, but okay.
yeah.
All right, guys, we have made it.
This Sunday, anyone interested, contact T the Busy Bee, contact Skylyne Mark. If you got her phone number, if you got my phone number, text us, Johnny. You can reach out to him.
Going on this Sunday?
We are doing a Baltimore waterfront cleanup. We're meeting in the Crab House off of Boston Street. No, off at the corner of Allison and Boston. We're
You
meeting
talking
in that
about
parking
Crab
lot,
Jimmy's.
and we're starting the cleanup at that water area.
Okay.
And we're going as far as, if we can go that far, we're going all the way around to Sandlot.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Anyone interested in coming out? What do we need? What do you need? We need fish nets, crab nets. If you know what a crab net is, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what a crab net is, ask someone that goes crabbing. I don't go crabbing, and I know what a crab net is. Because when I was a kid, you wait till it gets dark, and then you just scoop them up. You got a long pole about as long as this room, and the net is about this big, and it's wire. We need trash cans, trash bags, shovels, anything that you need to clean up water. scooping up trash out of the water, that's what we need. That's what you need.
And make sure you wear the proper shoes.
Yes, water resistant boots.
Yeah,
Rain
'cause
boots.
If we can get close enough to the water, then you might actually be able to wade in the water. I know Sandlot, you can actually wade in the water because it's the rocky area. So you can actually get a little bit in the water if something's there and you can reach it. But I've already talked to Sandlot and they were like, hey, if that's what you want to do, because high tide and low tide, it brings trash in, but it doesn't always take it back out.
Yeah. There's supposed to be a water wheel down there somewhere in that area.
It's under construction.
Okay, because I know that was up on
or maintenance or something. It was on the news.
I think that was up on I want to say Lancaster and Central Avenue.
10 o'clock on the dot.
With the thing with the smiley face on it?
Yeah.
That's right there next to the Marriott in Harbor East.
Yeah.
That's under maintenance.
Okay.
But there's so much trash. Even with the person that goes around in the boat and it spins everything up off the bottom so it comes to the top and he can get a lot of it. There's so much trash all the way around the waterways that you need more than one person actually out there doing it. You need about 5-10 boats out there every day, all day doing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, Skylyne Foundation, we feel as though we need to start doing our part with doing other things. And that's what we're gonna do. So if you'd like to come out, we're meeting between 10 and 11. And we're starting promptly at 11 until 2 o'clock. You wanna come out? We'll see you.
Yes. And we will see you all next week on our first year anniversary show. It is going to be lit. It is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure everyone show. Be on there. We need to see you guys next week. Tune in, comment, like, share. And we'll be back on Be Exposed Radio.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. .com.
I couldn't ask for a better business partner. I really could.
I thought you was gonna have my money today.
Man, it is what it is.
Then last week you told